Bam, 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 bing, 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 bing. Let's go, leg out. Who's ready for some boom, baby? Boom! That's me punching the sun in your face. That's how you rise and shine, baby. You get that sun in your face. Face in your face, London. Pop, 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 pop. And I had to go get it. How do you miss the trash, bro? I'll never know. But yeah, we're out here in this morning. We out chill, getting it in the sunshine. What's your process? So we're gonna do this morning marijuana motivation time. We do some laps, exercise these demons, and fix what's wrong in the head and make it right. So yeah, that's what I do every morning. I come out here and I make it right. I move my shiver legs so it moves my shiver heart, and then I can start making it right in my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do this morning. Motivation, Saints Addiction. Leg out. So besides for all the trashy motherfuckers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, with the ants. 5. With the ants to match. With the hat to match. All right, let's throw this out. Anyway, good morning. Plastic Pocket Challenge. Your boy Marquis Saint, live and in charge. Getting the red ants off of my hands so I can make it, if you know what I'm saying. Put a little pep in my step so they don't bite my hand. And then we're gonna start this morning motivation. All right, blessings, 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 and ants off me, 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 ants off me. Okay, doors open, man. Watch them swang, watch them swang. All right, so how do you process things, bro? Do you let them come inside of you and destroy you? Do you have the type of personality that makes things worse for you? What's your process? And that's what I wanted to have this conversation this morning. A little more Plastic Pocket Challenge, I don't know what that is. Of when you have stimulus, right? And you onboard some data, do you take it personally? Right? Like you're the type of person that goes new information, goes to the top of the stack and gets all the attention and all the slack? Or does it get attention and then or does it get slack? You know, I mean, there's really a process here. Are you procrastinator? Are you the type to turn your head away when it's time? Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Look at this lawn mow. It's got a little pattern in it. But that's what it is. Are you the type to take the information and start stressing about it immediately? Or are you the type of person that's going to go like, okay, let's get some sort of peace and sort it? Morning. And that's what it is, bro. It's all in our heads, and we're up here living in our heads, living in our emotions, but not living in reality. We assume, like the Matrix, that the sensations that we are receiving are our reality. We're just data processing it, and instead of looking at our CPU or our processor, we just process it. We just go, oh, that's just the way it is, genetically, fundamentally, philosophically, and we own up to that. We hold those evidence to be true, and we go forward with it as if there was no other examination needed, no other, it's not thorough enough. I think anybody that has a hypothesis, and put my water down here. There we go. Fuck, couldn't breathe. Has to test their hypothesis, bro. You can't jump to conclusions. And they call it jumping to conclusions because you skip the step where you run research. And this is where I was like, wait a minute, if you don't know, good morning. If you don't know how you process, it'll be hard to track. I talked about Ray Diallo and how they came up with fucking apps, bro. They come up with full-on algorithms to track the way you make decisions and see how you're gonna make decisions in the future. And that is so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh, I thought she was gonna show the dog and clap. The dog was like hanging out in the shade with her, like, yo, bitch, I ain't getting that. That's hilarious. Even the dogs are like, that's too hot for me. The dogs know the process. Humans don't. They just go into it emotionally. They emotionally process. They don't logically process. And in that process, you're gonna get flooded with emotions, sorts of feelings and ideas, and they're coming on the tips of things like hormones and endorphins, adrenaline, what's the other one where you, pheromones. These things get up in us, and then we're like, we don't know how monkey we are. I was watching some episodes of some, I love my David Attenborough, and the Attenborough, and the dolphins, and the monkey was chasing off these 3 packs of monkeys were coming in, and he's like, everything to lose. They grind their teeth. They make this really loud grinding noise to let the other motherfucker know, I don't fuck around. IDFA, I don't fuck around. What's about to happen is a microaggression. It's about to turn to a macroaggression. And you could see it in their posturing, but maybe we don't see it in our posturing. We don't see how we posture up. We don't see how we jockey for positions. We don't see how we spread rumors or start to deny each other outlets, because that's not how we process, right? For most motherfuckers, you put your Machiavellian hat on. This is sombrero, by the way. You put your Machiavellian hat on and you're like, what I don't know can hurt me. There are other people strategizing without me or against me. And if I don't get in this game, I will overplay my hands, outplay myself, and bad things can happen. Don't ask me. Look at history. Go look at the court, royal court of 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, and even now in the corporate settings, it's coming for you, bro. There are people that are jockeying for position. There are people that don't fucking understand you. There are people that want your fucking life, bro. And you're over here going like, what? Who, me? This little shitty life that I talk shit about all the time? Oh my God, you really want a piece of it? It's not that they want a piece of what you got. They want a piece of manipulation. They want a piece of power. They want to be able to say, hey, do this, and that happens. So it's like, if that's your process, then you will always be forever led by somebody that has leadership skills, or it took enough time to establish hierarchy or create power in a position. We are all in a 48 laws of power dynamic, right? We're all in that Robert Greene book looking for a solution inside of ourselves or outside in the society, right? Like, this is how you play it, right? And most people, they're playing it by ear. They're shooting from the hip. They have no strategy. It's just like the way it is. Maybe it was the way they were born. I was hanging out with my grandma and mom yesterday. It was so nice to spend time with my family, but I was built strong. Let me hit that. Yeah, that's all muscle, baby. That's because I do my push-ups, I do my pull-ups, and I'm built strong, right? I look at my grandma. She come and go get the hot dog. She had her little change together. That's $1.50 exactly now, Marky. Go get yourself a hot dog. I'm like, Grandma, I got $100 in my pocket, baby. You want to go eat some oyster bar? You want to do some pan roast with me? No, I want my hot dog, and I want my free beer, and I have my coupons. Coupon queen! Go get them, Grandma. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Why would you spend double when you could get the free Big Mac and buy one, get one, and then free rooms and board and everything else they offer? My grandma got the whole pack. She's like, now don't rip it out, Marky. It won't count if you rip it out. And she was very adamant about me not ripping out that coupon. But besides for the coupon queen, that's what I mean. That's what I come from. I come from the dream team. I come from people that have been through some shit. My grandpa died when I was 10 years old, early, 52. That means I'm 44. 6 + 2, 8. Bam. I got 8 years left to live. Yeah, I'm going to say it again. I got 8 years left to live, bro. And that's just what it is. If you put a clock on it, like a prison time or something else like that, you're going to see how you process time. It's such a trip when you get to sit still, especially behind a prison cell, and you get to sit there and see how you arrange your time, or how you arrange your mind, or how you sort up your processes. I'm looking at my grandma and I'm like, this bitch is tough. She works her intelligence, she works her planning, and she's very observant, right? Let's pop that top. Anybody? Remember, have you seen that new one? All the people and then other people hear it. I don't know, anyway, it's funny. They're like, oh, who else? When you pop the top, that means it's time to cop. And that's what it is. That's what's up. Yes, blessed. Oh yeah. You just made my lucky star. She's got her dog and everything. So here we go. So your process might be destructive, and that's why I'm out here doing the morning motivation with exercise, because it exercises my demons, man. If I can't process, they say in Finland, if you got problems, go to the forest. It is that. It's the slowing things down. It's the let's get back into nature. It's the understanding of things. Need a different process. It isn't in the bar. I'm gonna say it again. Gyms over bars, because motherfuckers be going into the bar trying to talk to somebody that's only trying to take their money, that isn't trained in philosophy, psychology, or anything else to help you, and only inebriates you. It's almost the equivalent of high-fiving the guy putting the needle in your arm, bro. For reals. And we do that sometimes. We'll thank our drug dealer. Thanks, bro, for making me poorer and my mind weaker. And you just gave me instant relief, but you're giving me long-term poverty. So I said, you did it in a sleazy way. When you're trapping, you're just weakening your fellow man. Like some people, they only sell drugs so they can do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it's all about what kind of profit they make. Me, I'm always about what kind of team I can deal with, because a team is infinite touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? A team, me by myself, my strategy, it's too slow. Try lifting something heavy by yourself. It's almost impossible, but I'm possible because I asked my friends. I changed my strategy, and I adapted a different process. It's like that, bro. Like most people, they don't want to process something different. They only want to just onboard it, keep it, and that's just the way it is. And I'm here to tell you there's other ways. And that's what I was doing this morning, was just like, what's your process? You know, are you in a process where it stays constructive, or are you in a process that's destructive? I watch people process, and in their heads, they'll get in their minds and they'll get weird. You know what I mean? I've seen people like, ooh, today's bad, crack, there goes the beer can. Crack, there goes the Hennessy top. Blah. Now, did you just swallow 8 different pills at an airport? Like, oh my God, bro. I can't with some people. I don't have any medicine to come save me. Yeah, that's right, dude. I have no medical, I'm not on any pills. Haven't been on pills for almost 2 decades. Lithium, Prozac, what was the other ones? Wellbutrin. What do they got out there? I don't think I took that one. What's the Zoloft? Yeah, good old Zoloft, right? So I can drive the car from the back seat. Man, fuck all that. You're looking at a man that only smokes weed. And that's all because of the weed club and PTSD. But even sometimes I don't even need that, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I need no external, nothing. If the process happens, I know I need a process. You know, especially when the drama hits, I know that I need those healthy processes so that I can process properly. If I put it in the other system, the old matrix, the old me, drama happens. Let's just onboard some stimulus, right? Something's happening. Let's just stay in your life. Tragedy. And the first thing you're going to do is feel the emotions with it. Bad news, somebody died, you lost the job, somebody broke up, onboarded with a bunch of stimulus, bam, all of a sudden cortisol levels rise, heart rate level rise, fucking start sweating. All these physiological responses take place, and I'm wondering, is that your process? Is your first process is to freak out, go into cold sweats and grip and grind those teeth like a monkey? Or is your process to breathe deep, unclench your teeth, and go get your feet? Good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, man. And yeah, that's what I do. And he does it too. Get out in the morning, just put the hat on, get out of the house, just fucking exercise the demons. But that's my process. I had to say, do I sit here and sit on the couch and just fucking cry about it? 2 dragonflies are chasing each other. Oh, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's cool. And to see that process through, right? Like, go to fruition with this. Go all the way to the end of it. So you stay on the couch, right? And then you masturbate, you eat late, you sleep in, you don't exercise, you don't shower, and then tell me about your energy level. You know what I mean? I feel like a psychologist by then. It's like, tell me, how do you feel? It's gonna be harder to lift you up off that fucking couch of depression than the guy that just got up and started shaking his legs. I thought to myself, how fucking fantastic it is to wake up. Good morning. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, stay out here. Everybody's out here, bro. And that's what it was. I was like, not for nothing, when I onboard this kind of energy, when I take it on and now it's in my process, it's in my wheelhouse, it's in my system, right? The system that I set up in place was to let go of those demons, bro. I looked it up. I said, whatever's happening out there in the world, and it could be anything. You have no control over that. The only thing I have on the other side of that prism, the other side of that hourglass, is my perspective. How do I process it? Do I onboard stress and just start grinding my teeth and making it feel like everything's ridiculous and the world's against me? Some people like that. Some people are like the drama. They don't even know it, but their heartbeat runs that way. That's their process. They want all the slaves. They want everybody to get their heart rates up so they can feel like they're important. They've noticed that when they go to the hospital, people pay more attention to them than when they're at home on that couch all alone, right? We'll do anything for attention. Maybe that's your process. Maybe your process is to cause trouble so people pay attention to you. Maybe your process is to whine so people pay attention to you. Maybe your process is to drink so you can forget that you even had feelings. That's a process. That's a straight up choice and process. And people got to look at the way that they're fucking processing. And I was just like, wow, I'm looking at my grandma, and hers is intellect. If I had to pick it apart and look at her situation, my mom's way more emotional than my grandma. My grandma's like, are you all here, honey? I'm like, that's your child. You know what I'm saying? And it was just so funny to see that. I'm like, I know she's moving slow. And it's like, my mom wants to ask questions that she already knows. And my grandma's like, are you all there? Because I'm almost 85 years old and I can cognate. I remember when people call. If you didn't call yesterday, it was Grandparents' Day. Who the fuck knows Grandparents' Day, Girlfriend Day, fucking all these days? I barely celebrate holidays, and the major ones at that. My grandma was mad. You didn't call me. Bitch, I'm meeting with you right now. You're welcome. Anyway, but besides for G-Ma and Grandma Face, it's like her process. I'm identifying that these people are like, I want quick intellect. I don't want slow. I want you to know and have awareness immediately. I don't like slow people. And it was like, no wonder why she dated my grandpa. He didn't have a lot of bullshit for her. So it was attractive for her that had somebody that she could talk to and they can cognate, right? Yo, hello, McFly, is anybody home? And most people aren't home. Most people can't process that fast. And therefore, my grandma has to stay from people with low intellect. And that's what my grandpa was saying too. I'm allergic to ignorance, right? Like, for reals. And stupid's a mean word, but people can choose to play stupid, right? They can choose to be slow. And just like my mom was doing to her, like, bitch, you already know. Why you playing slow? You ain't brand new. And that's something we say in the South, but people try to act brand new, like it's their first time ever getting a breakup, or it's their first time losing a job, or first time having an altercation. It's like, you have to see these things happening. You must have had a job, you must have had a girlfriend, you must have had some kind of school project even to know that you might not all get along with everyone, but you're gonna have to figure it out. And that's why it's one of my shirts. Figure it out, bro. Why are you getting the same routines? Why am I dating these women that are as narcissistic as my mother? It looked like familiarity. Oh. So even if it's bad for me, I might still keep doing it. Welcome to Saints Addiction. Welcome to knowing goddamn well if you drink those 8 beers tonight that you're going to wake up slow, hungover, and probably shit in your pants in the morning tomorrow. Right. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about all these men passing out in Japan with suits on. Nobody wants to talk about getting so drunk that you shit your own pants. Nobody wants to talk about the hangover. They don't want to talk about the glory hole. They only want to talk about the touchdowns. They only want to talk about the money they won, not the money they lost. That's LVOG right there. That's Vegas. Vegas is always like that. This fucking clown town be like, yo, I made 30 grand. Bro, you've been spending 30 grand for the last 30 years in the casino. You're down 100, 240 grand, and you're over here talking about the 30 grand that you won. That's the mentality. That's their process. And I'm just like, wow, is that how you process? And that's all I'm looking at. I'm not looking at your race. I'm not looking at your creed nor your color, sir. I give a fuck less about your religion. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother. What's your funk? What's your vibe? You know, what's your vibe like, man? Are you like really kind of cool, or are you really like laid back? Or are you a super serious and aggressive person? I was watching it this morning. They're like, did you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Predator movie almost got in a fight with the other guy, and the other guy had to have, oh, that's so beautiful, the shimmeriness off with the dragonflies. Can you see that shimmer? It's kind of coming around. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Oh, wow. Narnia. Life always takes place, man, over business. And on that business, he almost got in a fight with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and what's his name? Not Reese Witherspoon's, but David Witherspoon's, whatever, had to break him up because he was known for being aggressive. Can you imagine being known for being aggressive? I've been aggressive too. But can you imagine that that's your forthright? That's what precedes you. Your reputation precedes you. So before you show up and like, oh my God, here comes drama queen, or here comes aggressive, or here comes problem, you know? That's the thing I don't want to be. And I've been both. I've been, here comes headache, here comes drama, here comes bipolar, here comes manic, you know? And I was like ashamed of it, you know? It sucks that when I come to bring my magic, I bring some static instead. And then when I'm really in dread is when I don't get to show up, and I showed up with a different process. The process that gets me the most and the most in trouble, good morning. The process that gets me the most in trouble is impatience. You know, when I put on my impatient hat, like when my grandma, frustrated, you too stupid, get type of way, and don't be dismissive, and be patient. And you know, there's a lot of virtues out there, and patience is not one of my virtues. It's something a lot of people say. It's something that we all got to practice every day. Plastic Pocket Challenge. And that's where they're there for. They're there for us to learn them. They're there for us to practice them. It's not like we're all going to be stoics and instant philosophers and have all these balanced chakras. Not at all. No ma'am, no sir. But for reals though, you have a process inside you. And just like the scientific process, the hypothesis, the conclusion, the test results, and it needs to have some, it needs to get tested. And yesterday I was talking about these tests in our lives, and it was like, these are lessons. And most of us like, oh shit, I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to learn these lessons. And I'm like, bro, this is the school of hard knocks. It's going to knock you out hard if you don't learn these fucking lessons. And I don't want to see anybody get beat, bro. So it's that for real on these streets. So I'm gonna smoke the rest of this blunt. But man alive, bro, if it isn't our lives, if it isn't the way that we run our lives and the way we think about our lives and the way we process our lives, it's all up in here. And you got to get into your CPU, your control, your, what is it, computer processing unit, right? But it might be like control person unit, okay? Or, you know, that kind of different acronym. This is you with more skill sets. This is you with understanding and not manipulation. And this is you with foresight and preparation, not bombarded and sudden and overwhelmed. You know, I know me, man, I kept saying it, dude, I get aggressive when I'm overwhelmed, you know, aggressive, abusive, altercations tend to happen. I get frustrated and I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, I got this. And that's me, that's my process. And I learned it from my father, which is not a good thing, you know, and even a little bit from my mother and my grandmother. I saw it yesterday. She's like, you want me to smack you? And I was like, how is abuse and hitting anyone, or even saying that you're gonna hit anyone, still on the table? My grandma's so old, she don't even give a fuck, man. She still says school. So you going to school? Did you graduate from school? You know, yeah, grandma, I did graduate from university. But the other part is she's like, the way she did change, they still grew up that way. They grew up hard. Men used to smack their women. You know, you could be touched. Nobody likes slow. You better fucking pick it up. And it's like, holy shit, these motherfuckers move fast, bro. They ain't trying to fuck around. They want to make it last. And this is like, damn, if I hadn't known my damn self. I would have never known if I didn't sit still long enough to watch how my parents interact and her parents interact and see how they talk smack or talk shit. They're as flawed as anyone else. And I wanted to see the process that I learned the best. I think this morning when she go, Marquis, the way she said it to me, reminded me when I was 10 years old. Running out of that house, I was smashing the gate. Running those screen doors. Well, I'd smacked it. And she did not appreciate it. She said, Marquis, come here. Boy, if you ever come in this door again, I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna beat you with it's your life. And it was dawning on me. I'm like, she's kind of taller than me at that point, but I'm just like, wow, you know, this person isn't very loving, right? She'll get off the phone fast. She won't say I love you. It's like, it's too much energy for her. So to expect her to be emotional, to expect her to be kind, to expect her to apologize, I didn't see that process. And then to see it not exhibited in my mom. I never heard my mom say I'm sorry. She did. She capitulated, but like it's one on one hand. You know, it's that one only, you know, but I had to get it in my repertoire. I thought sorry people were sorry, and then I didn't apologize for my rude behavior, my actions, or my aggressions. I was just like, you had it coming. And like maybe that was my process, and part of me is still in my process. It's still in my DNA to stay away from stupidity and move fast, talk fast, and get my touchdowns. You know, we're all in competition. You know, if you want to look at it, everybody's looking for resources. We got to eat. So that makes us scramble. And I don't want to scramble. I want to hunt with the team. I want to take out the mammoth. That's right. If we all get them down through the valley and throw some rocks on them in a net, we're all going to eat. Who's in it with me? And it's like that, bro. So some people paddle in by themselves. That's fine. That's their process, right? Some people can't process without other people. That's called codependence. Some people have negativity in their life and they just can't see it. That's another addiction. So there's all out there. All eyes on me. All eyes on you and your process and the way that you process it. You're going to get to see things differently. Like, for reals, you'll get to identify your process and be like, oh shit, I'm a MacBook, or I'm an iPad, or I'm a visual learner. You know, I can't move without the tarot cards. Cool. Was your mom that way? Was your dad that way? How about your grandma? How about your grandpa? And then you start tracking these things. You start getting inside of your processes and saying, okay, this is what's effective for me right now. You need 10,000 subscribers? Mark, you're going to need to get on more podcasts. Duly noted, bro. It's a new process. And as people kept saying podcasts, I was like, I want on. I want in. I want it. Go get it. And just like that, I'm back in it. So it's just like, you know, not for nothing. You're going to want to have to make it happen. And when you're done, you're going to be like, okay, did this win? Did I win? Won? Or did the process not work for me? Is the machine not working? And that's all you all know. Is it working for you? And are you willing to do the work? And if you can ask those two questions, is it working for you? Honestly, truthfully, and completely. And are you willing to do the work? And that's it. Because first of all, the first question, is it working for you, is so easy to answer because it's probably no. And then the second question, are you willing to do the work? If that's a solid no, you're not willing to walk the mile, then both no's will still stay a no. Unfortunately true. And if it's a yes, I am willing to do the work. I am willing to get an audio book and learn from a mentor and get a psychologist and outsource this, then you know what it is. And that's what I've been saying to everyone. You know, it's just like, get your mind right. That's what Saints Addiction's all about. All my heart from the start. Your boy Marky Saint. Saints Addiction. You know what it is. Peace and love. And as always, Gigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of your fear. The other side of your excuses. The other side of the world. That's where I'll be. And if you want to meet me, hit me in the DMs. Peace. Join We Club on Instagram. Give me your email. Get on the list. Let's go. We worldwide. I'm out here, and soon you will be too. Ah.